are live. It's another Rewire refresh.
Happy Friday!
Yeah, different day, different day.
Great day to be alive.
Yeah. Oh, did I just close the window? Oh no, we're still live. That's all good.
Yeah, no, you're all good. So, Rory, today we are mixing two of our votes in the poll together because it was 50-50, and they do go hand in hand, quite rightly. So, I'll let you take the floor. What comes up when you think of trusting yourself while taking committed action?
Well, the two, that's it.
Excuse
The two active um,
me.
words that make this unique, this whole thing, is trusting and committed, because they're the being words. Um, So
Yeah.
breaking it down, trust is a big one. What is trust? And to laser this, because it could go off on lots of tangents here, but to laser it, trusting doesn't have to be. It's a in the moment word, right? So it doesn't matter how we feel about ourselves to trust ourselves, and to be committed. There's no feelings too. To commit to something and say I'm going to do it no matter what, even if I'm like, you know, uh, really tired or hungry or whatever it is, I'm going to do it by a certain time. Often as well, a when usually helps as well. So and then obviously when we come up to uh, the time or the crux time of doing it, when we say we're going to do it, or by the time and we're working towards it, there can be things that get in the way. And so the trusting element is to trust that, to see that those emotions might come up and know how to push through regardless, by actively trusting.
Actively trusting. Yeah, I love that. And I love the fact that you said trust in the moment. So the big thing for many of us, especially if we're entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and working alone essentially a lot of the time, trusting in yourself changes everything, especially when making decisions. And as we know, making fast decisions benefits us hugely. So trusting yourself, and what does that look and feel like? And giving yourself that permission. So saying out loud, grounding yourself, saying, I give myself permission to trust myself. It is a life changer. It has changed many clients, family, friends that I know to just shift their whole life and the perspective. And then the committed action goes hand in hand, because like you said there, Rory, you are committed to the outcome, to follow through no matter what. Oh, what the heck, do it anyway. And so what might resonate or will resonate with many people listening is, if we are a creative person, a people pleaser, a supporter mainly, then we have all these great ideas. It's the implementation and doing them 100% all the way through. So I love what you said there, Rory. You'll be going along and you've got the momentum and it's great. And then there might be a bump in the road, like you were saying, those blocks. And so it's whatever comes up, you are fully committed 100% to the outcome. And for many people like us, coaches in particular, who have programs or are invested in programs, the percentage is very, very low, 3%, that people play full out and reach the end goal. So in this last quarter, what are we committed to? Like, it's might feel stretchy, might give you sweaty upper lip or make you move. And it's a great question. What do you want to focus on and commit to?
Yeah. And yeah, I totally get that. And a real life example that comes up for me, it was yesterday that I was reminded of everything somehow, or maybe it's when I put myself out there or want to get something done and I have a goal in mind and I get reminded of all of the goals that I didn't do by my saboteurs and things like this that come up. And I was reminded about that all. It all came down to a ton of bricks yesterday and the day before. And I got to trust in myself, but I also, within that, I was being dragged. It was really heavy. I felt like I was walking around with chains on me. You know, it was that heavy. And I just wanted to bring that up because there's a real thing where it actually took me half a day to get back my energy through that process. But if I'd have carried on pushing, I would have been causing myself stress. So the trust in myself was to sit with myself for that long, to trust that my body can clear those emotions. And it took a while, but it was a lot of process. I processed it all so that then I ended the second half of the day really strong and in my completion energy. So it's not necessarily about just trying to do it all in overwhelm, because that's not useful either.
Yeah, I love that. So you're aware of the emotions that come up and if it feels heavy. And the great thing here to remind you and everybody else is that we have the power to shift and change at any given moment. So we choose to empower ourselves, and that is the most powerful thing ever. So we leave that as yesterday and the day before up until now, right? And then what are you creating? So today, Rory, what's your soul's purpose? Who are you showing up as? Who are you being to achieve your goals?
Well, I learned from the last 2 days and did what I did in the last 2 days to clear, but as soon as I woke up, because I was ready for it. Like I realized I was getting closer. This is what often happens is I'm getting closer to a goal, and that's when it shows up for me most. Some people, it's like starting. I'm a great starter, and then I'm reminded as I'm coming up to it all the reasons why I couldn't. So where I can't or whatever, or that it won't be as it is. So then when I noticed that before, I've looked back, I've got to that point where I've given up in a way, psychologically and emotionally, and done it, followed it through. But it's been the self-fulfilling prophecy of that I've given up in my mind. But this time I'm learning how to go through and stay strong, like you say, and choose and trust, and then choose further with it. And I'm actually, then it's in that moment that you start to see even more cool results, as long as you can really get my batteries right up.
Yeah. So looking after yourself and trusting in your capabilities and being realistic. So whatever goal you are wanting to commit to, and most people have a 90-day goal, something that will change your life. And we'll be doing this, especially, getting people to set goals sometime soon, because that'll bring us into the festive period and the new year. And so to have that carrying you through and pulling you with love is amazing. So keep your eyes peeled, because Rory and I will be creating an event around this. It's something that's been manifesting for a while. So yeah, let us know. Are you giving yourself permission to trust yourself? And what does that look and feel like? And what are you committing to? Fully, wholeheartedly, 100% playing full out.
Yeah. Let's get it done.
Okay, well, happy Friday. Have an amazing day.
You too, everyone watching, and Rewire Refresh. Let's make it better.